Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 186. We've got... Yeah, that's right. Okay, today, this is going to be a little more somber episode. We'll let you know in just a second why. I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today we've got to bring you some really bad news. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but this is just about the worst thing I've heard. Our guest today, Ezra, and what's your gamer tag?
FOTUCORN.
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 Okay. Ezra is going to explain what's going on. Can you take it away?
Sure. Well, a lot of you guys know the Crazed Spartan 2 on YouTube. And other people know him as Crazed Spartan 2, or you may know him as Adam. Unfortunately, about a week ago, he had lost his 2 children and everything else he had in a fire. He was at work, and his wife was at work as well. The kids were home sleeping. And unfortunately, it was an electrical fire that started this.
So his 2 girls passed away in a fire.
Yes.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't have the words. I don't have the words.
Okay, so this happened Monday night, and I read in a story that this happened around 11 something at night, and him and his wife were both doing like third shift work.
That is correct.
Now I sent a private message to his Twitter. Now I don't know if he is checking his social media. I have feelings that he probably has more pressing things on his mind right now. But I was requesting whether or not it would be okay to talk about this show, about this situation, and I have not heard back from him yet.
I called him.
Say what?
I called him this morning.
Okay, you called him
Yes, he said that it would be okay. He's actually very thankful for the support that everyone brings. As far as his social media goes, he does not remember his password for his Twitter, the account that he had. So he is going to be getting all that in due time when he gets a new computer and everything. So it's going to be a little while before he shows up on Xbox. Obviously, it's going to be a while. For social media, it's going to be a little bit, but we could definitely expect a return from him.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I'm not sure what my password is. I just count on my devices to remember.
Sad part is, he actually reached out to me through Twitter, and he has a request for 343 Industries. And
okay, let's hear it.
It's not that big of a request. He would like to know if it's possible that they could put the 2 daughters' names somewhere on a map.
Okay.
So
okay.
It would forever be in Halo.
Okay, so his daughters' names are Trinity and Lena.
Yes.
Right. So Trinity was 15. According to the article I read, it was her birthday.
Yes, it was her birthday that day.
So she just turned 15.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. And her younger sister is 12, Lena.
Yes.
So is it okay with Crazed if we like put a link to the newspaper article? Like, okay. All right, so I understand that there's a GoFundMe established for the family.
Yes, indeed there is. We can definitely leave a link to that for anyone who would love to support the family through this very rough patch of their life.
Okay. I'm going to donate. So any of you guys out there who knew Crazed on Xbox or Twitter or you know about him or even if you don't know anything about him, but like think about what it might be like to lose your 2 daughters and your home and everything you own. He's lost everything. His wife is okay, but I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I had a fire and lost everything, but man, my kid was, I didn't have kids involved. That's like, man.
They're both taking it very hard. I spoke to his
I would
wife
too.
and she just started crying on the phone.
I can imagine. I mean, how does a mother ever get over something like this?
It's very hard. I've been through the experience. I lost my oldest. So I know exactly what they're going through and how they're feeling. And
So
it's
how-
just going to get worse.
So can you talk about that? What was that about?
Yeah. I lost my oldest boy due to cancer, unfortunately. That
Oh,
happened on September 28th of last year.
Wow.
Sorry, man.
Wow, sorry to hear that. So how old was he?
He was 14.
14. Oh my God.
Hate cancer.
When I was 14.
So,
Excuse me a second. And we're in the middle of the show, okay? All right. Sorry, that's my wife. She's got big ears.
So yeah, with that, it's been a tough journey with that, and it does get worse before it gets better. And I could only imagine what it's going to be like for them. I mean, I'm one person, and the fact that they're both going through it, that's another person right there that you have to share every day with for the rest of your life, the same pain. And
Yeah.
let alone to experience it yourself, then have to share that with another and watch them experience the same pain it's bad.
Yeah. Now I'm not a religious person, so I'm not gonna talk about prayer or anything like that. But if that helps people, and I know that Crazed is a person of faith. So I don't know. I guess if you guys want to get involved with that, then maybe he would appreciate that.
Yes, he said he needs many prayers. So, for everyone listening, send your prayers toward him.
Well, we're pretty moved. We're pretty. I couldn't believe it when you sent me that message yesterday. I thought maybe that somebody had hacked your account or something like that. I really did. I thought this is a troll.
Surreal.
We need to talk. This is important. And right after that, you pretty much responded like, "What's up?" and,
Yeah.
I told you what was up, and you were speechless, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, just last week, the day, on Thursday, he put up a video. It was like he and I playing Octagon on a map that he made, and he was like owning me pretty bad. But that was just Thursday. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that we'll see him on YouTube or anything anytime real super soon.
Yeah, not that soon. I'm hoping for a nice recovery for him.
Well, it's going to take time.
Yes.
A lot of time.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any kids, but I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what it must be like. So, if people are wondering where Crazed has been, I guess now you know. Wow. So, I don't know what else to say, really.
It's
I know that
pretty. pretty devastating.
I know that a lot of people are going to be pretty shocked and stunned by this.
Well, already their whole entire town was affected by this, and there's even people across the United States that has been affected.
I can imagine. Can you imagine the school that the girls were going to? It's like their classmates, their friends.
I can't mention names, but one of the students was one of the girls' best friends, and someone had asked, "What were you? Were you a family or friends?" She said she was just a friend, and Adam told her, she goes, "No, you're family." So she started crying, and it really affected a lot of people. They brought out the best. They were always happy, always smiling, and one of the things that Crazed told me that he will always remember is someone asked one of the little girls, why are you always smiling all the time? And they said, because so someone else can catch it.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Why can't some dirtbag crudhead die? Man, that's fucking...
I know.
I'd rather that happen.
Well, I'm looking at the pictures of the girls. This is a recent picture, and they're the most beautiful little things. I can't believe it. There's also another picture when they were a little bit younger. I'll put that up on the screen so you can see what we're talking about. Also, there's a picture of his house, the family's house, and it is gutted. And there's firemen, and it's like there's snow. I guess it's Wisconsin, so it would be snowy right now. It looks like a pretty okay. So he's right now. I understand he's staying with his parents.
Yes.
Okay, in the same town. It's Wauzeka, Wisconsin.
I have no clue how to pronounce it.
It's like spelled Wauzeka, and
Wazekia?
yeah. So I know that their families had the house for a long time, right?
Yeah, that house has been in the family for a long time, from my understanding.
It sounds like a really tight-knit community.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where everyone knows everybody kind of thing.
That'll be important. They'll need that support.
They're definitely going to need the support. I mean, it hit everybody hard. I didn't even know the girls that well. I spoke to them one time, and I was up all last night crying just about.
Well, it says here in the story that it's a tight-knit Crawford County village of 711 residents.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty close people. It's usually when there's a small population, everybody knows everybody else.
Yeah, it said that the fire spread quickly and the home was already engulfed in flames when the neighbors tried to enter the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it has been determined that it's an electrical fire that started it.
Yes.
Oh, so is mine. The only difference was we were fortunate enough not to be in the house when it happened.
That's usually what happens with these older houses. So any advice to anyone out there who has an older house, I'd recommend having the wiring checked.
Yeah.
It's very easy for it to catch on fire, especially if it's not protected the right way.
Well, this time of year, I know that people are using electric heaters and things like that, and maybe electric blankets or whatever is very cold. And Wisconsin is probably, no exception. I'm sure it's very cold there. So, yeah.
It's
Anyway,
fairly warm here today.
There is a GoFundMe. It's a GoFundMe page that's been established for them, and they've already got some generous donations. So that's a good start. But remember, they're having to restart from scratch. Also, also there's they're requesting donations like clothing and items, and we'll put the address. There's a phone number and an address that you can donate clothing, and also the sizes. And they need kitchen stuff and whatever, anything like toiletries, whatever you can think of, bedding, because they don't have anything.
Anything you can think of.
Anything you can think of.
Even
Now,
if it's just to get well card, even something that will boost their spirits up.
Yeah, you can send your condolences. And anybody out there who wears men's size 14 shoes, I that's just.
I only wear 13.
Crazy's got some big dogs on him. Wow.
So we graduated for calling them puppies now, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, when they're size 14, they're definitely not puppies.
Them are dogs.
So the funeral was yesterday, according to the story. So, anywho, so today we're talking. It's Sunday. What's today's date? It's the 24th. I think maybe we should try to put this episode. Normally we put episodes up on Monday, but I mean maybe the timeliness of this, maybe just get the word out.
Put it up now.
We'll see if we can just get it up today.
Yeah.
So Ezra, how have you been? I mean, we had you on. I checked; it was this summer the last time that we had you on.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing okay for what it is.
Yeah. So you're in New Jersey. That's funny. You don't look like a soprano.
You don't look like a hippie. Oh wait, yeah, you do.
I would be doing something else, but I think we're gonna have some young viewers too. So,
Yeah. Well, no. This is definitely not a G-rated podcast. It never has been.
okay, good.
So. So speak your mind. That's what we say.
Yeah.
We can't keep Flex from speaking his mind. So.
Yeah, like his shirt. I used to care, but I take pills for that now.
That's right. That's right. So I noticed on Twitter. I follow you on Twitter, and you put up a lot of inspirational quotes or sayings or stuff like that.
Yes, and once in a while you'll find a few sarcastic ones as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So okay, so you're a musician, and you've put out some songs since the last time we talked to you.
Yes,
I think one or two since then.
Yeah, I have a official music video up for the song "Silent Scream" that is being released on the album coming out in June.
Okay. Can we get a link to it?
Yes, actually, let me go ahead and get that for you now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this album is a very touchy subject kind of album. It's based off of human trafficking awareness.
Wow, that's a pretty heavy subject.
Yes, and it's not that often that people will even consider doing something like that.
So what made you go after the topic of human trafficking?
Being a victim of certain circumstances of myself growing up as a child, I have decided to try to help anyone else speak out. So that's basically what the album is there for, to encourage people.
Okay. Well, human trafficking, I guess, is it's like it takes on a couple of different things. I mean, there's like people for the sex trade. There's also people that do slave labor. I mean, there was a recent story in I live in Oakland, in the neighboring town of Berkeley. There's an Indian man, from India. He was a businessman. He was running a successful Indian restaurant, and he also owned a tremendous quantity of rental real estate in Berkeley, which is very, there's rent control in Berkeley, so people are always trying to get rental property in Berkeley. He would bring over these Indian immigrants. Some of them would be young girls that he would have sexually, but a lot of them would work in his restaurants and would work for his properties and his businesses. And as the story started coming out, he was pretty fucking messed up. We didn't even know. We used to go to that restaurant. It was like a pretty decent Indian restaurant, and I always said that the employees were very surly. They weren't very pleasant at that place, and I was thinking, why would they be? They're not getting paid.
Yeah, when it comes to something.
Yeah.
Well, he had their passports, and they were like held hostage. They had to work for him.
That's mean.
And the only reason he was found out was, it's funny because it was winter and they were using a space heater, and these two girls that were sisters, they were young girls, they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. And some people started asking questions like, what were they doing home on a weekday? So that led to, they were checking out, like, what's the deal? Who are these girls? They're Indian nationals, and they're school age, and they weren't at school. So people started asking some questions, and that's how they found out about this guy. Now, I don't know what eventually happened. I'm sure it was a trial that took a long time. But the stuff, for everybody like that gets caught, I know that there's tons of people who,
don't get caught.
Right, and it goes on.
I'm a very strong advocate for taking care of things certain ways when certain things happen.
So what do you think we should do with people like that, Flex? Does it involve
That's exactly what I would do, to be honest. But I would find a way to.
It's mine.
Yeah. You need to talk a little louder, Ezra, because...
I'm sorry. That's exactly what I would do, but I'd find a way to make it very slow and painful.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't give them mercy by putting a bullet to their head. That's mercy.
The gut bucket comes to mind. The gut bucket comes to mind.
Yeah, a bullet is very, very quick and painless.
Yeah. You ever heard of the old gut bucket treatment?
I don't know what the gut bucket is. What is that?
I'm not going to tell you. It's too gross for this show.
Is it something that you can Google and find out?
If it's not on Google, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's on Google.
That's pretty true.
I'm sure it is. Just Google it.
If it's not on Google, then it means you just made it up. The gut bucket treatment.
So I'm pretty sure unicorns are real.
Well, I haven't seen one, but I can't say...
That's because they were killed because people used to use their horns for ivory.
Yeah.
Now, are their horns curly or are they straight?
Who knows? Straight?
Straight, curly, who knows?
I don't know if you're a brony, you would know because of my Little Pony. I know at least one of the characters is a unicorn in that.
There you go.
There's a few in there. FOTUCORN Jr. He watches it. He's 10.
Now you get your gamer tag because of the helmet that you wear in Halo.
Yes, the Fotis helmet combined with unicorn because it's the unicorn armor to get FOTUCORN.
So you're a pointy head.
It was pointy head at one time.
That's right. You know, I've been playing Halo 5 ever since launch, and I still haven't got one of those unicorn helmets. God damn it!
I have every single armor, weapon, skin, stance, assassination.
Really. So did you get them all by playing points, or did you spend some money?
I spent some money. I spent $450 on rec points alone, rec packs alone.
Oh my goodness!
So
my goodness!
I wanted the other variants of the Fotis armor, and unfortunately, the last variant, synchronized, aka the Halo 4 variant of the Fotis armor. That was around the last piece of armor that I had gotten.
Okay. Well, they just announced some new DLC.
I already have 100,000 rec points waiting.
Okay, so so when it comes out, you're ready for the new stuff.
Yes, that's
so
what I'm doing every time.
So are you going to actually use the pizza camo and the French fry camo?
Heck yes, I know my my little guy will too. FOTUCORN Jr. His favorite thing is French fries.
Are you telling me that you like French fries more than pizza?
I like French fries more than pizza.
Oh my God, I like French fries. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good French fry, but Lex,
in order for me to have the pizza and like it better than the French fries, it must be one damn good pizza, not just one of those average pizzas. I want a pizza that can be piled with meat and cheese and all of that.
Okay, so it's got to be a very, very good pizza to beat fries. Well, not all fries are that good. Some fries they miss.
Yeah, there's some fries that are bad, but some fries are really good, and it's hard to beat.
Okay, so you guys probably have Five Guys where you are.
I love Five Guys fries.
Five Guys fries. Yeah, now they just opened Five Guys fairly recently here. There's one not too far from us. We've been there, and I do like it a lot. I like the fries, but I actually like the burgers better.
One place I love is Whataburger. I love their fries and burgers. They have one of the best burgers I have ever had.
I think that's Carl's Jr. over here. I'm not kidding. I think Whataburger is the same as Carl's, right, Flex?
Yeah, does it have the little star for the logo and shit?
Oh, nice. Where's is Carl's Burgers up north?
That's up west. Carl's Jr. is West Coast, and then Hardee's is here.
Oh no, it's Hardee's. It's Hardee's. That's also okay.
Yeah,
Whataburger. Whataburger is like they had them in Texas. When I grew up in Texas, they had Whataburger there. Yeah,
they have that in Tennessee as well as some other places.
Okay, well, we have In-N-Out Burger here in California and parts of the West.
You have Kangaroo Burger, don't you?
We do not have Kangaroo Burger. I've never heard of that.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Crack.
Snack in the crotch.
Jack in the Crack, smack in the crotch.
Yeah. You know what gets me though?
What?
It's like when I was in high school in like 1977, you could go to Burger King, or not Burger King, you could go to Jack in the Box and you could get 2 tacos for $1. Okay, that was 1977. It is now 2016. You can go to Jack in the Box and they have 2 tacos for $1. How is that possible?
The meat's sawdust now.
I mean, they had to be cutting cost all day. It's like continuously. They've never not had the 2 tacos for $1. And it goes back. I mean, how long ago is that? 35, 40 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
That's insane. The cost of everything else, like a gallon of gas was 29 cents.
Oh my God, this was way before I was born.
Well, I'm pretty old. I was a senior in high school in 1977.
Gas was cheap. Like now.
I was in college when the first oil shock hit. You know, when Iran.
Our gas here in Minnesota now is $1.68 a gallon.
It's gone down. Gas has gone down. That's a lot cheaper than we pay in California, but it's still, our price is definitely way lower than it was. So I don't even know why that is. Like, why the price of gas is falling so much.
Price of oil went in the shitter.
Is like, are they pumping too much in the Middle East or something?
Yeah, there's this huge surplus.
Yeah, I've read it's really fucking up the Russian economy because Russia exports a ton of oil.
Yep.
Russian.
There you go.
That's right, with that name. The Romanov. So that's actually the name of the royal family before, you know, the Bolsheviks.
It is correct.
So, are you related to the ancient royal family of Russia?
I will not, unfortunately, answer that question.
Do you have any relatives named Anastasia?
I, unfortunately, will not answer that question.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually pronounced Anastasia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there was a Disney movie. Was it Disney?
Yeah, I think it was a Disney movie.
Or it was one of those animated things a few years ago.
I love the symbolism behind it, though, too. There's a lot of symbolism behind it.
Well, his family was executed, including all the kids.
Yeah.
Including Anastasia. Actually, a couple of people have come forward, you know, in the intervening time and claimed to be her. There was some old woman who was claiming that she was Anastasia, and I don't know. I think they debunked it. They know that she wasn't. She couldn't have been. But that's what happens when your country goes communist.
Hey, you're wearing your new headset. That's cool.
Yeah. Me and Flex are wearing the same model. I've got the white because I'm a good guy.
I'm wearing black because I like Black Sabbath.
That's right. That's the HyperX Cloud. I was telling Ezra about these. They were very comfortable.
And
Yep.
I have turtle bitches.
Turtle bitches.
Turtle bitch.
With blue pads.
Yeah, this was the PlayStation version.
Oh, yeah, of course they would have blue pads.
Yep. I liked it better than the Xbox version. I mean, who wants green all the time? Especially when I'm colorblind to green and red. Who wants green?
So when you see something green, what does it look like to you?
It's a brownish in color.
Oh, okay.
And red is more toward the yellow side.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, you know, a lot of dudes are colorblind. Is there a colorblind mode in Halo?
There is.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was thinking, you know, you got red and blue.
There's one in COD.
I think a lot of games.
Unfortunately, like, I love the campaigns, but I do not like multiplayer of Call of Duty.
Okay, so what do you have against the multiplayer of Call of Duty?
Because I can never tell when I'm on the who's on the enemy team or the friendlies, unless it's a free for all.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's right. If they're not you, they're an enemy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this particular COD. You know, I don't hate it, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
Flex, I know you're a little bit more generous towards it than that.
I've been playing a lot, yeah. Well, PlayStation and Xbox.
So Ezra, what's your highest rank on the ranked playlists? Are you champion or onyx or anything like that?
I was a diamond 2 at my highest.
Okay.
So I'm not. I didn't do that great. Right now I'm all gold. Gold 6 on free for all. That was since the reset.
Okay, so there's going to be keeping on doing this reset thing every couple of months or something like that,
Yes,
right?
every season. So right now it's winter. Then there's going to be the spring, summer, etc.
Okay. So are you following the competitive scene?
Sometimes. I watch it here and there. I don't really get involved with it much.
I notice it's trending right now. Right now on Twitter, Halo is trending. There must be a competitive thing going on. I'm not into it. Just like it frustrates me to see how good these guys are.
Okay, so here's you. Shoot, you'll be lucky if you hit someone, and here's them.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, the best I could do is like steal a kill if I got really lucky.
You seem about the same skill as me. We should 1v1.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I've been enjoying the arena playlist. I'm not that much into Warzone. Are you digging the Warzone?
Yeah, I like Warzone. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it's not something that I would just pass up. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah. Well, you got all those rec packs, man. You got all that.
I don't use all the Warzone stuff. I actually just get rid of them.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
do you?
I do not bother using them. The only thing I keep is the Phaeton and
Okay.
the sniper rifle. And that's because those are the two things I'm best with in the game.
All right. Did you get the Norfang?
I did.
Did you sell it back?
Nope, I kept it.
You kept it. Okay. So I figured as much.
Yep. Anything to do with sniper rifles, I will keep. And unless it's the binary or the beam rifle.
You're not fans of those?
I'm a fan of all Forerunner weapons. It's just the binary is a lot harder to use than it used to be.
Uh-huh.
So that's what.
Well-
And plus you can't get snapshots with it, and I love doing snapshots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no good with the sniper. You know, whenever it spawns, if I'm close to it, I'll grab it just so the enemy team can't get it. But, you know, I never make a trip. I never go out of my way to go get it.
That's when you just go get it and then jump off the cliff with it.
There you go.
Jump over the edge. No one can have it.
Yep.
There you go. Well, of course,
Protect your team.
Everybody wants the rockets, and I'm pretty fond of the railgun on those maps that have a railgun.
Yeah. You're gonna like the remix of Fathom coming out.
Yeah, it's going to have railgun.
I'm not gonna say what weapons it has on it, but I will say you'll like it.
Well, I'm sure I will.
It looks beautiful. Looks great.
Are there fishies swimming outside?
It's a remix.
Right. But are there?
So-
There's.
You'll have to wait to see.
Okay. Well, sometimes I have just like gone up to the window and looked at the fishies because they make this like whale sort of noise sometimes, and you can like you go to the window and you can watch them and they're doing their thing. I don't know what the hell planet they're on. Wow,
Okay.
that was a quiet sneeze.
I muted the mic.
Wow, that was a quick ass mute.
No doubt. Quick one.
World's quickest mute.
When you have a mute button right here.
Ah,
Here.
there you go. That's the way.
Does the trick.
Oh my goodness. So is there anything else that we want to talk about today?
I can't think of anything.
We covered it quite a bit.
Okay, so just to recap, you know, Crazed, dude, whatever you need. I mean, you've got friends. Just let us know. Whatever we can do. Whatever we can do.
He's family to me, so anything he needs, he's got it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Flex 2.
Yeah. Well, I hope things start getting better. So if you're still here watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 186. Sorry that this was a little bit sad, but you know, sometimes life is sad. Sometimes, you know, it's not always fun in video games.
Yeah, it's one last note I do want to remind people with is when someone passes away, it's sad for you guys, but you should be happy for them because they no longer have to put up with this cruel world or anyone in it.
Well, in the case of a 15-year-old and 12-year-old, I don't know about that, but hopefully that's the case. Anyhow, I've been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
And we would like to thank very much for returning to the show, Mr. Ezra Romanov, a.k.a. FOTUCORN. Okay, so it's been a while since you've been on the show, but you remember the deal, man, right?
I might need a little reminder.
You'll remember we're going to go...
Oh, I don't. Cracks me up every time, though.
I don't know. It's just the thing that we do. It wouldn't be bulletproof without that.
That's right.
You know,
All right.
I am going to find some underwear that has bullets on it or something, and I am going to hold it up to the camera next time I am on.
Hey, that'd be cool. Even better still, put them on your ass and moon us all.
There you go.
I might actually do that.
Flex, you still got those underwears?
Yeah, somewhere.
Someday, if somebody's been bad, we'll punish them by making them watch Flex do that.
Yeah.
All right, so there's just one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
Bye, everybody.